welcome. Rosa's like investigator, hell, everybody, welcome. Rosa's like investigator. So guys, it's been a while since I posted a video on YouTube. Probably was it November? I think it was. So since that happened, I moved to Providence, Rhode Island, and I still continue to do my Patreon channel, which I'm going to give more information about later on. But I just want to do a little intro, and let's get started. Okay. So I'm back on YouTube with this summary of news from an intuitive perspective. I have a Patreon page where I research and send out today's actual news and discuss them on the live stream 3 times a week. So this is the email I send out, just because I feel like a lot of people don't know, and they keep, when I come on YouTube, they ask me questions from what other people might have said, but I really go by what's going on in the news. And I send out this email with all the news links. And then I'll be working off of that, and I will be clicking on a lot of those news as I discuss what's going on. I do personal readings and health-related readings, which you can book on my website, and the link is right here. Last year, I started teaching my method, basically, how to have visions, right? So closing your eyes and understanding how to access your intuitive abilities, and also how to communicate them to others. And it's a 5-meeting class, like five Thursdays of this, starting in March and April. So it's 5 meetings and very small class. It's live and it's online. And everyone that has been on my class has been able to do visions, quote unquote, kind of like how I do them. Okay. So it's interesting. So if you're interested, the link is right here. Okay. All right, great. So let's get started. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Roses like that's get hell, everybody, welcome. Roses like a investigator. So guys, before, I'm going to do the, I guess I'll do the protection, and then I'll comment on your comments, because what I want to do is right away, I do the protection, and then I will do the prayer. I really enjoyed it doing the last time, the thing for Ukraine, okay? And also for you guys, okay? Okay, so I'm going to do right away. So I'd like to ask for protection, beautiful ray of light coming on top of my head. As I breathe in, I feel my lungs. As I breathe out, I create a circle, step into it, feel protected, connected. I like to ask the information. Come only from the higher sources, and they create the good and only the good. So it's okay. So Jade, okay, so I'm gonna reach out to you because I got some I feel like it's important also that you stay very hydrated. I got this information too, that like somehow if you're dehydrated, it happens even more. There's just something about your blood pressure is very sensitive and very connected to the nervous system, particularly. So of course, and you're very empathetic. So all of the stuff that, as you said the other day, remember you said like, right? The other day you said that you had to go because you really truly feel things very physically, and that could be a lot, right? So we'll do that. Okay. So guys, I'm gonna get started. Okay, so okay, wait, is it right? Okay. So I create this up at the F here. Okay. So all right, here we are. Okay, so send the energy to Ukraine, but also sending energy to you guys. Okay, so send energy to, so let's send energy to Jade. Wow. And I really do get the sense, Jade, that you're I immediately get this, like, constricted veins, even around your, like in your face or something. Like your eyes must be really red. So opening, it is also a consequence of the nervous system. So opening, because I see that it's, you know, the movement of the constriction of the veins themselves. Everything is like tightened up. So opening it up, something like it's clear, shaded alarm, remove any and all variations, extreme variations of blood pressure. Okay. So I can't see right now. By the way, I cannot see because I see when I do the I can't go and change the window. So I'm going to be able to read after I do the energy, but that's it for the moment. Okay. Okay. So now let's see. Let's focus, guys, on the energy. Focus on the name Ukraine, and also if you can just focus like the Ukraine on the map, even if you don't know exactly what it looks like, just the territory of Ukraine, the country of Ukraine, and the citizens are sending energy, light to them, to Ukraine as a country, as a concept of a country, as a nation, as all the citizens from Ukraine, as the thing that the evil man, little man, Mr. P wants to destroy. I'm going to send energy to protect him. And as I send this energy, I see this field of sunflowers because that's their national flower. Okay, so visualize light protecting every single person. A light that is so bright that it protects every single person in Ukraine, connected to Ukraine, in the territory of Ukraine, everyone in the field, in the battlefield, at night, protecting their city, every mother, every child, every single person, young and old, every age, male and female, and in between. Everyone who may not even be Ukrainian, who may be living there. Everyone in the government, everyone in the military, everyone who's fighting for what we think of as Ukraine. Sending them energy. Sending them godly energy. And here. Give them a shield. So imagine us giving each one of them, sending them a shield that protects each one of them against anything. Like a shield as if it came from God that protects them against everything. So materialize all weapons to protect Ukraine immediately. So that there is no delays in any case, that any and all weapons that are necessary for protection, that they materialize immediately. To protect them and remove all enemies of Ukrainian people. So they're completely protected. Not only that, they have weapons to defend their territory as well. Return to sender their attacks, that they may fall to the sword. Sorry, just making a look. I realized I made a mistake here on the right. Okay. Return to sender. The enemy attacks. So I must change. The enemy attacks, that they may fall to the sword. That any and all attacks against Ukrainian people are returned. Block their weaponry and block any and all attacks on Ukrainians. Break their swords, jam their guns, make their tanks stuck in the mud, destroy any and all airplanes, make the ship sink. If these weapons are used to harm Ukrainians and Ukraine, they may immediately break apart and not work. God Almighty, please remove Putin and his evil actions from the earth. It's the time. Just, sending a reminder, like a little alarm. It's time. It's time. Okay, we're ready. I think because really we have all woken up to this. We know we haven't awakened up, but some people are just waking up. But it's the time. Thank you for protecting Ukraine and defeating Russia right now. I trust in your power. I have complete faith that Ukraine wins and is protected, and that Russia's defeat is reality. We thank you and we celebrate the defeat of Russia and the glory of peace on earth. And so it is. Okay, so let's see. And now I can look at it because I couldn't. And also, okay, I'm getting now going back here looking at the comments. Also, JDLR, I get the sense, I don't know if you eat, how's your potassium going? You eat bananas. I love bananas personally. Something about bananas, making sure that you're hydrated again, very important. Okay. What else? What could help? Beet juice is good. You know what, Jada, whenever you can, we should let me know when you're available and I'll give you a call. We'll talk. Also, Jada, I don't know, how is the humidity issue over there? For some reason, I also think you're sensitive to humidity. If it's kind of dry, there's something about the climate that it can also affect you. You're eating bananas. Okay. I don't know why. I think, what is it about? Okay. So tomorrow, let's talk tomorrow during the day. I'll text you and everything. It's a cell phone, right? That I have your information. So so I'll text you if I can't, if I don't, and also I'll email and text you so we can organize something, okay? Yeah. Do you have a humidifier? First, I don't know why. I need to figure this out, what it is about the humidity. If you have, sometimes you can have more reactions when it rains, but also something about this. And it could be also connection with the blood pressure, right? If you're not hydrated enough, you become irritated, like things irritate your skin or your eyes more, your mucuses. And at the same time, more hydration, but it makes sense. It's because I think you're pretty much basically dehydrated, I think, in general. And it can affect if you're held dry in the winter, no humidity. Okay, that's right, makes sense. Okay, so even having like you know what I mean, like a pot of boiled, a pot of boiled, like hot water. You can boil hot water and put, something like eucalyptus, or that could help. Okay. And I do, about the electrolytes, I do drink myself electrolytes, but I think in your case, Jade, I worry that you have a thing. If you have too much, you have also very sensitive salt. So if you have a little too much salt, it can, again, because you have a very delicate body, I feel like, a very delicate constitution. So you have to, the problem, I like it, it's very salty. I love it, the electrolytes. But I think you just have to be careful that you don't drink. You have to be careful with the salt. So
and eat more, balance the potassium with the, so yeah, okay. Okay. Wow, yeah, keep a huge kettle boiling water. Interesting. Good. Yeah. Good. Because it helps. Mm. Is your skin okay? We'll talk more. Okay. Because I'm okay. Yeah, we'll talk tomorrow. Okay. So I love you, Jaded. Okay, I'll send you prayers. By the way, I was sending prayers. Okay, so anyway, guys, so that was a prayer for Ukraine. Okay, I like if I don't do it, remind me. Okay, if I somehow forget, because I think it's helpful. It also makes me feel better. I don't know. It's not about me, obviously, but it's a good thing. I feel like we're no, don't. Okay, be careful with the electrolytes, because it could be, that's what I was saying. Be careful with the salt. Okay, I don't know if it's I think if you, as long as you have your bananas in your water, I worry if you have a lot of electrolytes, like I said, the sodium could be, it has a lot of sodium. So I'm not sure I would let, okay. I think you just drink the water, drink the potassium is more important than, okay, because I think in your case particularly, you need to you have a bit more potassium than you're having from natural sources, okay? So, okay, we'll talk, okay. And then I just did the last thing, what I see, to me, it looks almost weird, okay? Like you putting moisturizer on your hands, almost like petroleum jelly even, to protect the skin. Like your skin could be very sensitive or could get cuts or something, little cuts. It's strange. For me, different, I guess. So, okay. Okay, okay, so we'll talk more. So yeah, tomorrow, okay, just 1 second then. Tomorrow, I'll take around like lunchtime or something like that. Okay. So anyway, so let's get started, guys. Okay, so many news. I sent you so many news. And I also sent you, I don't know, is it too much? No, it's good to see you, Rebecca. Guys, is it too much that I sent you all those? I kind of enjoyed all those images. Okay. I like it. I like the images. I thought I didn't want to link them because it's like it's too much, right? It's not necessary. I sent you the link of the website that I go to check it out, because it's not so much news, but it's like, okay, oh, constantly Vaseline up my nose. How interesting. That is very interesting. That is very interesting. Wow, how's that? Like that seems okay, random almost, but it's true, huh? Maybe psychic, No, really, I find, isn't that weird? Like how random is that? That's so random. It's so random. So, interesting, huh? So, okay. So, okay, guys. So I'm thinking, because I was like, I saw this angle. Should I get a different shirt? I look weird. I look so basic. It's okay, right? It's okay. So, so that, guys, okay, not okay. So I sent you all this because I like I said, the thing about, let me find, I'm here. I opened my email to see the message that I sent out earlier. That's what I did. Yeah. Yeah. What time did I delete it? No. Okay. 1 sec. Oh, here it is. Okay. So, okay, just click on it. Wow, it's funny because I sent it in the middle of the day. Usually I used to send it later, but I was like, wow, there's a lot of stuff in here, huh? So I sent out, I have a list of questions ahead of time. And then, guys, there was always so much news. It's complicated to even read all of it. I just wanted to kind of send you the basics, right? So since I sent you this, the Germans already got a yacht owned by one of those oligarchs. So the yacht cost $600 million, and it was in what is it called? Germany. Oh, really? Oh, so they took it. They took it away. So sad for them, sad for them, sad for them. And then the Roman Abramovich is already, he's trying to sell the football team, the football, you know, what a football meaning soccer, right? In the UK, they call it football. So, oh no, sad for him. But you know, guys, I did not add this question. Maybe I should start with this, but I know we haven't talked about the UK very much, but the UK, I think they still have, I wonder if they have even, the oligarchs have even more influence in the UK. And this guy, the Roman Abramovich, it's like, guys, it's like, okay, look, this is my palette, because I was like, I'll look in it. So I told you, I deep potted everything, not everything, but most things. So this is my favorites. I put it in one place, like my favorite colors for now, because I have them organized. So I put the little violet here, and like because I put my makeup in the morning, and then I was like, I need a little more pop for fun, you know what I mean? So I do it, you know, it doesn't take long, just a little touch up while we have conversation, makes it more personal. Anyway, so guys, I want to know when is it, I don't know why I'm thinking, because he's so visible, this guy, Roman Abramovich. And it's kind of a slap in the face. Okay, I didn't, my guys, I see so much every day and I forgot, but I wish I have to find you. Let me see if I can find it, because it was so moving. It was somewhere I saw this video of, it was Boris Johnson. There was a journalist from Ukraine, and she was asking him, like, how come the people, there's like the children of oligarchs are everywhere. The children of Putin are in Netherlands. The children of Roman Abramovich are in London. And meanwhile, the Ukrainian children are being bombed. It was like, but the way she said, let's see if I can find it. Let's see. Ukrainian journalist Boris Johnson. Let's see if it shows up, because then we'll get, okay, there it is, guys. It's very good. Okay. Let's see if I can share this with you. One second. Maybe now I'm going to share. Okay. Okay. So this is, I think that, you know, it cut the full thing, but let's see. Can you hear?
A woman from my team is now in Bila Tserkva, and she used to have his 2 kids, and Russian military is over there, and she's so much afraid that she will be shot. Kharkiv, the city where I was studying, was bombarded today, fully, the downtown square. So you are talking about the stoicism of Ukrainian people, but Ukrainian women and Ukrainian children are in deep fear because of bombs and missiles which are going from the sky. And Ukrainian people are desperately asking for the West to protect our sky. We are asking for the no-fly zone. We are saying in response that it will trigger World War III. But what is the alternative, Mr. Prime Minister? I see that my family members, that my team members are saying that we are crying. We don't know where to run.
What? No, that the part that I want, no. What? Okay. Let's see, because the biggest part, it didn't show. Where is it? I want to see it. It was so good. Okay, let's see.
For the no-fly zone. We have planes here, we have air defense system in Poland, in Romania. NATO has this air defense. At least this air defense could shield the Western Ukraine so that these children with women could come to the border. It's impossible now to cross the border. There are 30 kilometers of lines. Imagine crossing the border with a baby or with 2 children. I'm so glad that Samantha Power is coming here to the border from the Polish side. Let her come to the border from Ukrainian side and see that. Britain guaranteed our security under Budapest Memorandum. So you're coming to Poland. You're not coming to Kiev, Prime Minister. You're not coming to Lviv.
1 second, let me skip here because I think
the no-fly zone, as I said to Volodymyr, is all the things that we are.
So you're talking about the stoicism of Ukrainian people, but
Opposite.
Ukrainian women and Ukrainian children are in deep fear because of bombs and missiles which are going from the sky. And Ukrainian people are desperately asking for the West to protect our sky. We are asking for the no-fly zone. We are saying in response that it will trigger World War III. But what is the alternative, Mr. Prime Minister? To observe how our children are, instead of planes, are protecting NATO from the missiles and bombs? What's the alternative for the no-fly zone? We have planes here. We have air defense system in Poland, in Romania. NATO has this air defense. At least this air defense could shield the Western Ukraine, so that these children with women could come to the border. It's impossible now to cross the border. There are 30 kilometers of lines. Imagine crossing the border with a baby or with 2 children. I'm so glad that Samantha Power side let her come to the border from Poland. You're not coming to Kiev, Prime Minister. You're talking about more sanctions, Prime Minister, but Roman Abramovich is not sanctioned.
That's it.
He's in
That's
London.
it.
His children are not in the bombardments.
That's
His children are there in London.
That's it.
Putin's children are in Netherlands, in Germany, in mansions. Where are all these mansions seized? I don't see that. I see that my family members, that my team members are saying that we are crying because we have where to run.
Okay, so I kept, because I thought it was really like, exactly what she said, the way she said it. It was really so good, she said it like, so, and I have to say, guys, I was watching Joy read a little bit, and then I had to turn off when she was like, but people are asking for the Third World War. Oh my God. They're like, and I was like, I just hate, I hate any conversation that is about giving, but Putin, he's crazy. He's going to do something, like, don't give the guy power. Don't give them power. Don't say, because I agree with the journalist. Like, it's much more like, if we are going to buy into this bullshit, then he's going to do everything he wants. He's going to kill all these kids. You know what I mean? And I completely agree with that woman. Don't you think, guys, like, it's outrageous that as these kids are being bombed, like, I can't even I get so worked up when I think about it. That, okay, let's say that you hate the West, right? Let's say theoretically. But then the kids, they grow up in London. They go to the private schools in Switzerland and whatever. And then they're like, oh, I'm sorry, at least have the courtesy to get out, get the hell out of. I find it really like the hypocrisy and the bullshit, because have you noticed the guy, one of the so basically a criminal, that guy, was a mob or something. So guys, the guy he has a yacht that costs like $600 million, and it's the house, basically it's parked in Germany. And I'm sorry, isn't that supposed, like, I don't understand. I really don't understand. Okay, it's like, okay, it's really, guys, I'm a mess. My little tray, I got a tray here too. So like, okay, so I find it like really, so that's what I want to start with. Like, what's going to happen? Because it's not that I want something to happen to the children of the oligarchs, but I think it's wrong. Okay, I'm sorry. They shouldn't be allowed. Okay, don't you think? I'm sorry. I think, yes, in a way the children are not to blame, but I don't see why, you know what I'm saying? Because I read somewhere, or I was saying that, or I saw somebody say that these oligarchs end up putting their assets in their children's names. So they have to, like, you know what I mean? Those children are using the money of criminal enterprises. Okay, I'm sorry, like, how are they paying for this shit? They're huge mansions everywhere. Okay, so I don't, you know what I mean? The entire family has to be banned. Okay, not the, you know what I mean? It's so wrong. Like, it's so wrong. Okay, it is so wrong. It's sorry, I'm like putting on makeup. You know me by now, right? It's not okay. It's okay, right? So, but let me ask. So, what's gonna happen? What's happening with Abramovich and then the children? Like, why are they still, you know what I mean, having the luxuries that they have at the cost of not only the Russian people, but also the West? Like, we're providing them, the culture that they, you know what I mean? So what's happening is like, He's chewing his nails. But he's saying that he himself specifically. Okay, so let's see. But you know what I see, guys, that is so disgusting to me, this Abramovich guy. He thinks he's a titan of industry, and that just because he's connected to some kind of mob, he doesn't see. He feels like he belongs in Europe and he belongs in the world. He feels entitled. Okay, he really does. He really does. So what about? But you know, guys, the other thing is this guy particularly has not yet been sanctioned. Okay. So then I see, guys, they're putting a padlock on the mansions, and then the girl, I've seen her before. She looks nice. She's like, oh my God, they're coming, and she even has a British accent. Oh no, they've come here to take the home. Oh, I have to go. They're here. Dad, please, Dad. Okay, like she's like, oh no, they're taking the car. My driver, Boris, please, Boris, what is happening here? You know, she has like, she's nice. She's nicer than this, but it's like she has this great life at the cost of, you know, and it's like, I have a question also. Why can't they just stay in Russia? Like, seriously, why can't they stay in Russia? And like, why do they have to? Because guys, those people, for example, the people that are like the you know, those like Muslim people, like the, I don't know, the religious Muslim people, they don't go to like, I guess Osama bin Laden before but he had a revelation or whatever, a vision or something. He changed his life. He was living in a cave already or something like that, right? It's not like he was like, oh, I'm hanging out in the West and then say I hate it. Like, at least decide, make up your mind, okay? But he's saying no, because he's saying what they really want is to rule the world. So that's why they feel entitled. They're like, no, girl, no, my house. Get out of there. How's my house? No. So he feels like that's his back. He bought it. Like, he bought it. He has a lot of money. He owns the politicians. It's my backyard. I do whatever I want. So that's why they feel entitled. They feel like they own the world. Okay. So what's gonna happen to him? But guys, you know, so tell me about Boris Johnson and like the fact that he hasn't. Is he ever going to do something against Abramovich? I see his hands are tied. Like he made a deal with them, and the money, they gave him things, saying that he basically took money from them, or they got businesses on the side or something from them. So of course he doesn't want, that's his personal ATM, the oligarchs. So how? Well, he's saying that, guys, the US is enough. Okay, the pressure of the US is enough to like, by the way, well, I separate the cards. What are they? Wait, I thought one second, guys. Let me find. Okay, so this is, and I see he's like, but I see that then he has to go to some country, because you know what I think is going to end up happening is that he's going to have to move to a country where there's no extradition treaties. Okay, so he's going to have to like jump around to different countries. Okay, so like to escape, guys. And then I see this interesting image, almost like the mob movies, that he has a very loyal driver, and then somehow he's shot. The driver, as he escapes, lives in a country, so his driver is shot, and he's gonna go just like and he's like has his hands up like that, and he's somewhat unshaven, But I to be honest with you, I have a hard time seeing it, you know what I mean, believing it, because there's a lot to go. There's a long way to go, okay, before I see, but it's almost like, guys, you know, as you know how these people are in criminal enterprises, right? So as they are like having trouble, it's almost like, imagine that, hey, he's a drug dealer of some sort, which he's not necessarily. Like other people want to get into his turf, and also, guys, you know, I was telling a friend of mine, that guy Abramovich, he looks kind of handsome and like, oh, he doesn't look like a criminal. He does, like the Uzamov guy. He looks like a freak criminal. This guy, he looks, oh, he's so modern. Oh, no. So it's like he doesn't look scary, okay? But he is, and he's one of the most loyal people to Putin. So it's like, it's the criminal, you know, it's the mafia, criminal world. Time is up. But what I'm surprised here, I guess I don't know if surprised is the word, but I'm amazed, I guess, at how the guy thinks he's entitled, like that he belongs. And this is, guys, you know, the upper echelons of the world, the business world, in many ways. There's a lot of criminals like him, that he got the doors wide open of society. You know how, and I think because also, guys, he was married to Dasha Zukova, right? Do you know this woman? She's a it girl socialite. She's really beautiful and very chic, very stylish. So in some ways, like cleaned up the image of, cleaned up his image. Okay, that's it. That's the owner of the Chelsea soccer team. That's it, exactly. So, okay. So that's that. And he's been around since every single book I listened to about Putin, he's in it. He was in the back in the day, you know, him and Oleg Deripaska. So are they? Yes, they're gonna end up being in most wanted list at some point, but not, guys. Again, I have a hard time believing. It's just that it takes a while to dismantle. Okay, so yeah. So let me go now. Let me go to. I realized the list of questions is good. Let me go find it. Okay. Now I already lost the email. Oh, where is it? Okay, so I found it. Let's talk about it, okay? So now let me go to the questions, guys, okay? Because I realize now that the questions are good, in depth, okay? So what is going on in Russia's government? Is anyone talking to Putin against the Ukraine invasion? Does he care the regular Russians are suffering as a result of his actions? What, if anything, will stop him? I guess it's a lot of questions. So let's now again going to Putin. So first, I realize complicated here in a sec. Okay, so what is going on in Russia's government? Is anyone talking to? Does he care? What, if anything, will stop him? Okay, so just to tell you the visions I have. So as far as what is going on in Russia's government, I see that it's like, imagine the building as like the Kremlin, right? And then I see the people that are dressed in uniform, the people that work for him. They're all leaving with lumber, like as if the building is burning down. The building is burning down. They just taking their piece of lumber, and they look at Putin. He's somewhere almost like looking at a window or something. And he doesn't realize that the building is burning, and that the whole shit is burning down, and they like have to catch what they can. But and then he's like, oh, but I'm gonna get this is the last piece in the puzzle, and but what it shows is that A, the government is crumbling. B, they don't, the answer to the question, let me go back here to the question of like, is anyone talking to him against? No, because what he's saying that if they, no, but look at the vision. This is what great USSR, the great Russia, finally I'm achieving, because it's his final piece in the puzzle, this idea that he's going to rebuild the USSR. And it's like, no, it's right here. You see it, it's right there. No. All you have to do is to do it, finish it. And then we're going to be an empire again. Like he's a madman like that. And they don't even, they're like looking at the guy, they're like, okay, like, hey, Boris, let's go to the door. There's door here. We get out from the stairs. He's not going to see us out here. Let's get going. Let's get going. So they don't even, because in other words, no, there's nobody talking to him, or he doesn't listen to them. And they don't feel like they have even the rights, almost like he's a king. They don't have the right to tell him what to do. They're like, okay, he's on a trip right now. So to the question, does he care that regular Russians are suffering as a result of his actions? No, because when people, they even, the way they speak to him is that they're like, Mr. President, there is a chance that we might be low on wheat. They can't even say people are starving or something, right? And you're like, no, but we become an empire. We rule world. We rule what to tell, what to do. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, and even it's saying, guys, that success of putting Trump in power gave him a giant ego trip. The fact in his mind, like, look, I bought this president and I can tell him what to do. Imagine that his ego is giant, like, because that was a coup, truly. No pun, well, pun somewhat intended, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like, wow, man, I got it. Can you believe it? Stalin will be proud of me. How Stalin will be proud of me. So he's like, wow, look at that. Because really, guys, imagine how close he was. Like, if he only manages to get Trump win again, and he gets all the Republicans, whatever, and then he has the Ukraine, whatever, bitches, I'm king of the world. Bitches, forget about it. Okay, he thinks that he's so this is how crazy he is. It's insane. Okay, so now the last part of this question: what, if anything, will stop? And so then it shows that everybody's leaving the building carrying the tiny piece of lumber they can get out of the burning building. But then, as they're like, okay, Yuri, go there. He there. He not looking. Go now. He not looking. You go from back. So then he's looking, he's like near some kind of desk and he's looking like this. And then suddenly somebody comes from behind him and like handcuffs him, but not really. So in other words, it shows that he's like on his ego trip. Everybody realizes the government is going down. Did you hear? I think it was a buzz or something. But anyway, alarm, little alarm. Maybe it was like alarm. It's burning. So no, but they realize we have to get out of here. He doesn't understand the building is burning. Burning building. Everybody was like the card image, the burning building. And so then as they're leaving, they render him unable, because I think what's going to happen is his generals are not going to follow his orders. He doesn't see that he lost. He can't see it. And by the time he wakes up, he can't act. He's like this. The hands are tied. Okay. So I think, let me ask just a clarifying question here. So as far as the hands are tied, does it mean that it will be like literally tied, or does it mean that somebody in the government is going to do, how are his hands going to be tied? You tried the button, press the button, doesn't work. They are not doing what he wants, and they say, yeah, he's just going to be unable to act. And I think it's for, the button is not working. Guys, I wonder, is that the nuclear button? No, and I see, guys, there's a person responsible for the button, but they have he's like, I'm gonna change. I'm going to change the code here. Well, hello, wait a minute. I need to work a little late today. I'm working later. Yeah, I'll work later. Okay, make tea for me, but I work later today. Okay, so I do think that it's not that the people are good, but they know, guys, this guy is insane. And he thinks, so then this calls the assistant, Roman, I need now. Come here, bring button. I press it. I press button. But I don't think, but then he goes to press the button. It doesn't work like the weapons. I'm pressing button. It's not working. What happened? I am king of Empire Rush. So, okay. So I don't think it really works. So in the end, I think there's a bit of sabotage on their side, but it's almost like they really, guys, it gets to the point where they're so afraid for their lives, but they're like, you know what, but it could be worse. The guy's going to press the nuclear button. And so I think the buttons don't work. Okay. Okay, so let me just use the cards. And the guys, I'm liking Correia France. So okay. Okay, so let me see if the cards say so. What if anything will stop him? So let's see what the cards say about this. Oh, look, a sword was gonna stop. Interesting, no? Woman or emotional balance, sudden emotional balance. He's crazy, guys. Look, the moon card, and I get goosebumps upside down. He's insane. So there's a sword. Let's see more about the woman here. Okay, this is mistake before. Okay, the plan. So there's a victory here. Could be by the good forces because he's crazy. It's still, let's see more cards here. What they say. Oh, what they're saying. What is gonna, if anything is gonna stop him? Because he's insane. He really is crazy. Okay. A letter? Letter. The code. Letter talking. Oh, letter talking. Who talking? Oh, the house. Guys, I wonder again, somebody is giving the codes. I think it's possible. Like I was telling you last time, I saw a lot of people calling the CIA or whichever contacts, even military contacts. Look, this could be the networks or internet or something like to like defeat the guy. No, don't let him. He's insane. He's gonna. Okay, so people are sending letters and talking. Okay. Because I don't see him somehow. Oh, now I'm reasonable. I'm very reasonable right now. I'm very reasonable. No. Okay. Now the wife. I don't think it's a wife, but business partners. Look, it's interesting, guys. There's a coming from the window. Okay, so business partners. Is that right? Covert. So it could be even like the oligarchs send somebody covert. Okay. To dismantle his thing, whatever his power. I swear to God, guys, it's like some kind of button thing. And remember how he was talking down to the FB, the guy of the FSB. He was can you stop it? Like, you know, he was public conversation. He's like, I don't like how you say it. Okay, the big prize. For them, the big prize is it? Okay, the mob. The big prize, crazy. So, okay, so they give information. That's what I think. And it's almost like, I think they could even give the information to the Ukrainians or to NATO or whoever to like stop it before. Okay. Okay, party. Too late. They were also like, this could mean like they're believing. Okay, look, angry. It's too late. It's too late, bitch. It's over. Okay. So I do think that we are going to have some kind of internal help from there. Okay, but it's like he's not, I don't think he's, oh, I'm nice. This is Vladimir. Let's have a conversation. Let's have an irrational, normal conversation. No. His whole life, you know, guys, everything I've read about Putin is that he's had this vision. It's like everything he does is based on this like sense of revenge. He thinks that the biggest tragedy in the world was the end of the USSR, so he wants to rebuild it, and he wants to give the right version of history that he thinks is what should happen. So this is why he's so driven, right? But not going to work. So he can't imagine a person that crazy. It's not going to work. So it's driving him crazy. Okay. So okay, let me see if we have one. So okay. So I don't know. I don't think it's aliens. I think it's like real people. Okay. So, okay. So, again, there are guys in there. Oh, by the way, did you see that there was actually, let me ask this question because this may be connected. Did you see the story that there was an assassination attempt they caught a person or some kind of plan to assassinate the president of Ukraine. And then they said that they had received a call from the FSB. Okay. So, and to tell them ahead of time. So what is the story? Is it true that their own intelligence service is calling Ukraine to alert them of stuff? In other words, their own intelligence services kind of like goes along with what I had said before just now. Is it true? Yeah, because it's saying that the intelligence services, even when they're crazy, they work with information on the ground. So they know it's kind of suicidal and it's not going to work. They just know it's not going to work. And it's saying that those people are, they're also looking out for their own backs. They know, everybody over there pretty much knows that this is suicidal, this is crazy, it's not going to work. And at the same time, they want to stay alive. They also know that if Russia is a pariah and everybody goes after Russians, they're going to lose everything. So is it true? Yeah, there's factions there. Okay, they're working together. They got the message. That's it. They sent a message or intercepted a message or something like that. Let's see. Recognized woman even could be maybe. Okay, the woman money, somebody was paid or could be. Okay, let's see. Military, that's it. Could be somebody dressed in the military, Ukrainian military or from it. Okay, there was a plan, it was averted before it went, it happened. Again, transmission, it looks like they picked up on the information. Look, guys, Guzman picked up on the conversation and exposed, exposing. No, really, they expose it. So travel, that's it. People traveling, is saying like, okay, to attack him. Traveling, attack him, okay, loss of money, but it could mean many things, okay? But it's kind of interesting, guys, right? Kind of interesting. So it's possible again. Okay, now continue. So, wow. Okay, so let me see. Continue here, the questions. Oh, why do I do that? Click on it, then it disappears. Okay, so Biden's State of the Union yesterday was excellent. He really took sides and is supporting Ukraine. How is the GOP feeling right now? What about Rand Paul and Ted Cruz? So guys, I haven't commented on that very much. I watched it. It was very nice, I thought. So, and it was, guys, this whole thing, I don't know, maybe I'll comment on it later if we have time, but like, it's been beautiful how the world has come together. And the State of the Union, it showed so much unity. Imagine, guys, how hard Trump worked to divide the country. And immediately everybody came, not I say everybody came together, but it's clear what's happening, right? So my question is, what is the GOP? How is the GOP feeling now that Russia is the true pariah? And they are, have supported Russia for so long and vice versa. How is the GOP feeling? Guys, I see they're feeling there's a knife cut in their neck. They're going to be decapitated. Because they say, we bet on the wrong horse? Damn it. We bet on the wrong horse? What? Oh. And they're like, but they're feeling. Why? Okay, but it's weird, guys. The image is very violent. Like they're getting their necks cut. Okay, why? Tell me why. Okay. I want it that way. Tell me why. Because it's saying that, guys, and I see, oh my God, didn't I see this image of Rand Paul with like a dinner jacket or something? Or like a blazer. And then he opens the blazer and it's like all the money. So money, like the fabric, money sold into his pockets. So Russia gave him money, right? So it's like, if it opens up his jacket, you see the money that was sewn into his pockets by the, okay. So it's saying that he's like, but I just, should I put my money? He's already like, should I sew my money on my jacket? Because he knows it's like, you don't have to dig very deep to see who is funding him. He's saying, I'm 100% Russia. I mean, I talked to them, I believe them. We have the same plans. And now, it's kind of the world doesn't like, but the world doesn't like Russia, huh? And guys, how they have this whole thing about their plan is that to turn the whole world into a Christian, whatever that is, meta nation of like white people, some weird fantasy they have. So So they're nervous. They're like, because guys, okay, I have a question. Do Ted Cruz and Rand Paul think that because that's my feeling, are the sanctions going to get to them eventually? They're going to trace, because it's saying they knew the Mueller traced the money. But now we have a better situation. Guys, I think even Biden, and to be honest with you, okay, of course we care about Ukraine, but I think that's just my, and I think many countries also have the same decision. We knew these people are criminals, but now they're banded together with the other criminal peoples. So this gives us more power, because this is true, guys. This is treason situation, legit, right? Like they're attacking the U.S. and now they're attacking this country, killing all these people, and now we have, you know, almost half the politicians like obeying them and pumping them. So of course, right? It's like now we have, you know, it's kind of this worldwide situation gives even Biden, I don't want to say the excuse, but a legitimate way to look. You motherfuckers are getting money from those hoes. I don't think there's a problem here, right? So okay. So this is it. They're feeling like they're dead meat. That's it. They're feeling like the knife is on their neck. That's it. That's how they feel. When I heard a noise, I was like, what? Okay. So let's continue. I like it. Okay. So Biden has created a task force to find Russian oligarch assets, including those of Paul Manafort's patron, Oleg Deripaska. Will Russian oligarchs pressure the Jew? Because of course, guys, we know that they, you know, oh my God, what's going on? Full screen, what the hell? Okay. We know that the oligarchs supported the GOP and even, right, Paul Manafort and all that. The question is, like, are they going to say, okay, dude, I gave you the money, I elected you, I changed the numbers or whatever in the end, me or my team or whatever. Now you're going to do something. I'm going to do something for me. Because they're the, you know, guys, there's people are mob, you know, supposedly the Russian mob. That's what they really are. So are they going to do something, put some kind of pressure, you know? Okay. And two, okay, so the way Audrey put it here, will the DOJ task force investigating to find Russian money, find out the GOP, find a connection? And this is like, oh yeah, of course, same. It's same because as they investigate the flows of money into the US, they're going to find, and the guys, I didn't even talk about it the other day, last week, I think it was, the Senate committee has already said that the NRA was an asset of the Russian Federation. So they know, and like, if you follow the money, you go to them, it goes to them, okay? So yes, but the guys, my question is, okay. So, okay, but the question is, for example, if they find the money, let's say if they find the money that was from a past election, can they take the money? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make sense. It's kind of like they want to take the assets of, because let's say, for example, that one of those oligarchs sent in $100 million, say theoretically, to the RNC, and the RNC has $40 million in the bank, let's say, not from them, but from another something, okay, another, like, you know, let's say they spent $100 million, but now they have $40 million in the bank from other people. Can the government force them to get the money back? Because it belongs to government, oh, really? So let me ask with the questions, okay? So will they find, yes, they know, but it's saying, are they going to, because the question is, they have to link exactly. We know that they have taken Russian money, but I don't know if it's retroactive, you know. So what's going to happen here with the GOP offer? What are they going to do? Okay, in the past. This is about the past, okay? Judgment. So they're probably going to have to go to court. Problemos, no? Money, a lot of money. Card money here. A lot of money. Now, this is a card exchange, but also transfer. Money transfer? Corrupt. Oh, yeah, here, look. Listen, Harry, come over here. I see that those people have transferred money to the Republicans. Oh, I don't think that's right. This account seems to be active. We need to find out more information. So, okay. Now this is the card, guys. This is a, okay, one sec. Lawyer, right, with the books. Look, the woman, oh, could be Asian. Look, the shady business, that's it. The shady business, that's it. They help, guys, just tell me, they said, Rosie, they tell me, Rosie, listen very carefully. They have all these LLCs, all these vehicles, but their intention is just to send money to Republican politicians. They have these fake accounts and they're still active. It's saying the accounts, even if they haven't transferred the money, the accounts are still active. There's this accountants. That's a conversation. They have, they got the shady conversations. They're recording it and they have, oh yeah. Guys, and you know who I see? Trump. I already see, I had to ask the question before. I see Trump. They're like, oh yeah, Trump. And Trump participating, because you never catch him on the thing. Messenger, that's it. The Kool-Aid messenger types, okay. The values, okay. So it's saying how that he keeps in touch with those people and that Trump himself is very active on these calls, okay. So, okay, so wow, okay. So, all right, so now let's talk, oh my God. All right, so anyway, so let's continue here, guys, okay? Okay, oh my God, okay, one sec. Where is it? Where was the quiet from? I always, one second, guys, let me see. Okay, so, okay, all right. So, how will the latest, another one, good one. How will the latest developments impact the upcoming elections, given that Russia will not have the money to pump the GOP quite as much? What will happen to the GOP if Russia stops supporting them? So this is a very, I think it's very, don't you think, guys, it's very likely, right? There are consequences here. Let's see. Okay. So, okay. So, okay. Okay, so let me continue, guys. I can't pay attention to the, okay, just now. I'm going to focus on, because the questions are important, right? Just for now, okay? So, okay, so. So what's going to happen to the next, again, let me, okay, so tell me, what is going to happen to the next elections? What happens in the next elections if with Russia not supporting the GOP? Not, I almost feel like they're afraid. They are afraid they're going to be caught, and they don't want to, like, and they are almost like them. Also, guys, is saying that has vaporized. They're really afraid to. They can't even get their money out. It's much. They're very different. So what happens to the GOP? Oh, it's saying, guys, because the most important things are both technology and propaganda. So if they can't have the propaganda from their leadership and the hacking thing help, because it's saying that the hackers that work with the GOP for the most part are not very good Americans, right? They need the leadership. Okay. So the leadership, okay, so then, okay, so then what happens next elections? It's saying that they are lost as far as like messaging. And you know what's reminding me, guys, that like, you know, the woman, what's the name, guys, yesterday, Lauren Boebert, she said she interrupted Biden when he was talking about, she very asthmatic. So Biden was talking about his son dying of cancer. Okay, and of course she interrupted him saying something like, what is it? Build the wall. She said, like, think about like the gravity of things that are happening and the fact that they want to focus on build the wall. Like, I'm sorry, really? Build the wall. So it's completely out of touch with everything. You know, they really cannot read the room in any sense. So they just are lost on, you know, all they care about is some kind of weird culture war issue. But their main, it's saying, guys, it's telling me that even it's showing me now the Virginia governor, because their heart really honestly is with Russia, and they really depended on them to kind of lead the way, because they couldn't, like, the messaging was bad or whatever, like okay, like they're like kind of lost. So what happens now that, so what is good? Okay, I didn't actually ask this question. So what is going to happen going forward, okay, with the GOP? Is the GOP going to do something? Okay, I'm sorry, okay, in terms of Russia, what is Russia going to do about the GOP in the next, okay, in the next thing, okay, what is the GOP, what is Russia going to do about the GOP for the next election? Bad idea, okay, so defeat, cause defeat, so this is the good, the people are uniting the country, they have wrong intentions, but it's gonna, okay, cause defeat. Smoking gun evidence bad for them. Okay, they smoked the shady money. They're gonna find the shady money later. People gonna be indicted. Okay, ass kissers. Absent. I love it. Look, the ass kissers are absent, and there's important revelations. So very interesting. Okay, so this is public. What is public? Public guilt. Interesting. Of the child, okay, of Trump and all those. So, and it's also telling me, guys, Russia has enough problems and they're going to want to distance themselves from people that are already, because I get a sense that this is kind of interesting how both Trump and Russia are going to be found guilty of different things at the same time in different spheres, right? So they don't want to be associated with Trump either. You know what I mean? So it's not like they don't want to, okay, because they care so much about propaganda, right? As we know, right? That that to them in some ways perception is more important than reality. And when they see that, like, how, you know, all these things come together, it's not good for them, not good for them. Okay. Wow. Okay. So very okay. No, really, guys, very interesting. All right. So interesting. So now, as the US goes after Russian oligarch assets, what are the chances they will confiscate properties with Trump's name on it? We know that Trump doesn't always own properties with his own name. And then it's the next question, but I think is the connection to this one. How many of the newly sanctioned Russian companies and persons figure in Trump's tax returns? Because I saw this happening before, and I think it's really what's going to happen is that as they go after the oligarch money, they're gonna, guys, I swear to God, I've seen this before. I think once the public sees the tax returns of Trump, they're gonna see the names of these people and or companies that are sanctioned. Like, guys, do you remember this? Jared Kushner got the money from the VEB. It's already sanctioned now. Okay. So let me even show you. So like Jared is already, okay. Just to show something that I remember, okay? Okay, just to show you guys, this is an article from 2017, and I wonder it's taking a while. So Jared Kushner is now under, look, Bank at center of U.S. inquiry projects Russian soft power. This is from June 4th, 2017. Kushner is now under congressional and FBI scrutiny after meeting with a close ally of Vladimir. Here's how the Russian banker Sergei Gorkov could benefit from meeting Trump's senior advisor. So this is the bank, okay? Doing a trip. Gorkov Bank is JP Morgan, Citigroup, and other unidentified. Okay. So oh my God, guys, look at this. Oh my God, look at this. Okay, on the same trip, Gorkov, the head of the bank, met with Mr. Kushner. The nature of the meeting, which remains in dispute, followed a session between Mr. Kushner and the Russian ambassador, Sergei Kislyak, about opening a company. What? This is even worse. Guys, we forget the details. So basically, why did I even remember this? Like, I don't know. I don't think I even knew, but basically, you know how he had the whole thing. Oh, hey, we should have a back channel at the Russian embassy. I don't mind. Have a back channel. But before he met with the Russian ambassador, he met with a banker. like money, there was cash in Cobresals. Cash, come on, why would you meet with, what is the only thing you're going to talk about with the bank guy from the bank? Money, right? What is the only purpose that exists when you meet a banker? Money. So he meets with the money guy, and then he meets with Kislyak. He says, oh, we need a back channel. We need a back channel. We do. So, and so then now the bank is completely sanctioned. Okay. So, oh my God, can you believe it? So, and by the way, I have a question. Since we're talking about Jarida, have you noticed it's totally quiet on Jared's front? Like we hear nothing. I can't believe, come on, there has to be some kind of investigation on Jared. Come on. The guy is, so what's up with Jared? He's like, no, Ivanka, I'm very worried. Ivanka, what am I gonna do? I don't know. Ivanka, I don't know. Yeah, but there was a while back. Do you think that I never heard back from them? Because I know, guys, from sometimes you see the indictments of people who break the sanctions to do business with, like, what is it called? Iran. Okay, Iran. So it's a bad, it's a crime. Just, you can't do anything. It's like they could really go after you. So Jared, the problema, no? Jared? So what's the story with Jared and this bank? Is Jared gonna suffer out of this because of this? Oh no, money? What? Uh-oh, got money offer. Okay, for the country, guys. He took, but we know that it's like, come on. Okay, deal. That's it. Let's have back channel. Deal with the that's it. The bank. That's it. He did have, okay. Letter. I think truly there's a financial letter. The law is like, I'm looking at Jared. I know him. Now, loyal treason. That's it. Oh my God. But it's been, oh, Chrisan. No, Jared. So it's going well for him, I think. Let's say he goes to jail because he took the money from the Lord. That's it. They got the money transfer. Thief. Oh yeah. Meeting. That's it. They had a meeting with the back channel. Remember? Oh my God. He was hoping nothing. Guys. Okay. A quick question. Why is Jared not still at large? Quick question. Why is it? Because they have to get Trump first. Okay, so it's saying that you can't, you know what I mean? Because until Trump is taken, it's kind of like they're worried about what could, you know what I mean? They could, not the police, it's okay. Is he under investigation? Yes, saying that he isn't under investigation and they have to, but I still think, guys, that Jared, it's like, it's very sensitive. It's like a national security thing with all the stolen money. Guys, oh my God, all this stuff happening at once. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? My God, the amount of crime. So, but I think it's like, okay, there's a God help the people in Ukraine, but this is also going to tie up very nicely with all the crimes they have committed before. It's going to show that not only are they committing treason, but they are connected to the criminals who are making, all this shit happen, right? So it's very, I find it interesting. So, no, really. So, guys, wow, today was interesting. Okay, wow, there's 10 minutes, so it's good. So, how many now? How many of the newly sanctioned Russian companies and persons figures? Now, I guess it went, okay, so are we going to find those people listed in Trump's tax returns? I think so. Oh, Justice. Oh, battle. It's telling me, Rosie, why do you think he makes such an effort to prevent his information from coming out? Because he knows, and now, guys, more than ever, like the more time passes, the more criminal. It's kind of what Andrew, remember his name, the lawyer, Weiss. You know what I'm talking about. He said the guiltier look guilt over time. The more time passes, the more guilty the person looks, and the people who are innocent, they kind of fade away, right? At first, the more time passes, exactly this, the more dirty Trump looks, because the more we find out about, okay, now the rich guy. Leather, there's leather. Okay, so he took, that's it, he was laundering money for these people. Loyalty, who is he loyal to them? Okay, he's been their messenger for life. It shows that it goes way back. It goes way back. And it's hope, like you can't get out of it. He can't get out of it. Okay, so sick, very sick. Prison. Oh no. So it shows, guys, that it's the kind of thing, they found money here. They've discovered money. And then, okay, so secret, also the ledger, the book, Spy or the Snake. Okay, news about the snake connected to the ledger. So yes. Okay, so guys, interesting. Guys, wow, this is good, no? True. So yes, true. Through that. Guys, can you believe? So I answered I answered questions. So now I'm gonna look over, if guys, just some of the news here. So Toyota suspends sales and production of Russia and Ukraine. Turkey says Russia would, okay, Ukrainian leader. Did you see the Montana governor killing the mountain lion? It's like, guys, it's like, wow, those people are so evil. It's so gross. Why? You know what I mean? Why? The animal is so beautiful. They had to kill the animal. Like, why? Why? I don't know, guys. I can't. I mean, imagine like a lion and be like, wow, what a beautiful animal. Let me kill it. Like, why would you kill an animal? Why would you kill that so beautiful, guys, the animal? Like, how could you imagine, like, you go kill the animal and you like, how could you live with yourself? I don't know. I don't understand. So, okay. Okay. Now, another question. All right, 1 second. So, okay, now let's see where, okay. Boebert heckled Biden about that. Guys, what's up with that woman, Boebert? You know, she's about to go down. I think okay, so what's up with Boebert? She's screaming, and it shows me she's about to be led in handcuffs. Now, what about Matt Gaetz? Have you remember him? Matt Gaetz, what's going on with him? Oh, he's waiting for prison? Oh, he's waiting, he's in trouble. Oh no, what's going on, Matt Gaetz? Guys, this is problems with child, no, sick, he's very sick. Old, traditional. Oh, the marriage of the business partner. Shady business. The enemy. People are ratting him out, that's right. The girl, this is, I think, the sex business upsetting. Covert, okay, so. Okay, everything's coming out, Matt. Secret about his partners and the money that was, okay. I see that he's like this. So the other day he had a tweet that was it was just so awful. It was something like, if Russia was helping me, we wouldn't have, like, he admitted basically, it's so sick. Like, God, the guy is sick. He's drunk. Oh my God. Okay. Now let's talk about these great pictures. Do you mind the pictures? I love the pictures. I like pictures. So let's just see these great photos. Okay. Where is it? Okay. What is it? There are many things. Okay. Here it is. So you see, here is now starting here. So guys, if you click on it, this is the link to the Reddit page that I was on it last time. Okay. So you can find great news and pictures. It's not exactly news, but this is great. A comparison picture paints 1,000 words. So there's Zelensky with the troops, eating like, it's like cheese and like biscuits and fruits or whatever, right? It's the president. And now, guys, it's really, seriously, they can't, like, you can't hear. So if you sit that far away from them, you have to yell or need some kind of microphone. Don't you think? You can possibly hear what, like, either this was done just as a pose. Let me ask a question. So what are these guys, like the ones over here? What are they thinking? What are they thinking? I'm like, okay, dude. Okay, dude. Because it's saying that he meets with them to tell them how things are going to go. It's not like they have a conversation. He just tells them what's going to happen. So there was a photo op. Look, I think they did have a more like the resolution came out, but I think honestly, he's alone in these conversations. Like, not conversations, he decides and tells them basically. Okay, now guys, this is like, okay, this is actually news, but this is crazy. So this guy was a former president of Iran. And I had to double check. I was like, wait, is this true? I thought, oh, maybe this is fake, but it's true. So this is the guy, Iran, as we know, it's a huge ally of Russia. It's probably their closest ally over historically. So okay, look at this, guys. The guy, he's the president of Iran. So the great nation of Ukraine, President Zelensky, your honorable and almost unrivaled resistance uncover the satanic plots of enemies of mankind. Trust the great nation of Iran is standing by you while admiring this heroic persistence. Can you believe it? I was like, wow. Okay, it's kind of crazy here. Okay, let me go back. Okay, now more. Did you see, guys? Look, now this is not a protest. It's people blocking the streets. So the Russian army is not going to drive. It's amazing. It's totally amazing. Okay, it's amazing. Now more, just admire pictures. So here's Swedish article. Hundreds of Swedish volunteers are going to Ukraine. It's nice. The guys everywhere, all over the country. I don't know. I don't understand Swedish. I don't know what they're saying. Now here, this is a photo of men who have traveled from Ireland to fight for Ukraine's freedom. How nice. Look at them. And guys, and I was like, okay, let me see if I can. The resolution is probably not great, but I'm like, are you fit enough? Are you sure you want to fight? I'm sorry, no offense, but look at this guy. Look at this guy. Dude, do you see the belly over here? So I'm sorry, no offense, but it's cute. It's nice. I appreciate it. But it's like, but guys, Irish people, they have fought a lot, Okay, now this is funny. Ukrainians selling used Russian tanks on eBay. I think a joke. Okay. And this is, sorry, I'm just going through this. This is nice. My colleague was killed during a rocket attack on the cameraman Eugene Sakon. Oh, bless you. Look at this Eugene, guys. He was there doing his job on the TV station. And that's it. He was killed. Isn't it sad? It's very sad. He looked like a nice man, Nobody. Oh, bless him. Okay. Guys, this is a gory photo. Okay, if you go on there, I'm not going to click on it because I don't have a link anyway, but if you go, this is the Reddit. I sent you the links, but this is like, sometimes I don't know how you feel about these images because they can be gory. This is a gory image. So I did the close up and it's like his head was blown out. Like it's a hole on the head. At first I was like, wow, what is this? Is it decapitated? But then I saw, no, it's a hole. There's a giant hole on the brain over here. Of course he's dead, sad. But this is like a nice rush. So congratulations. Like this is trash to Russia people. Okay. So, wow. Oh my God. Hi, Mary. Mary is helping a Ukrainian student. Wow. So this is it, guys. So anyway, so like I said, I think, of course, it's nice to see the news. But I do think I would go on Reddit. I go often during the day because I don't know about you, but I like to see the news of the people there, especially the ones that people volunteering to fight. Oh, Bella asked me about the Putin's parliament meeting, but I think, Bella, I don't know that it matters because I think, first of all, if he had met with the parliament, we would have known. And we're going to find out anyway. I see, and just answering, I just think, I feel like he's gonna tell them we're gonna keep going. Like, I don't think, guys, I think Putin is not listening to anybody. He's just telling them how it's gonna go. Okay, it's a total dictatorship over there, and people don't have the courage. I was reading something, I think it was on Reddit, the people from Russia, kids, teenagers or something like that, or early 20s, saying that they went to protest and that they were arrested and they were beat, they were sent to prison, they were beaten, they were naked, they were beaten with batons, those things, like just protesting. Okay, and like, oh, they did horrible things to them when they were in prison, they had to be naked and all those things. I'm serious. So this is just like, you understand, like it's bad. It's bad, and like they are very afraid. People there are this. The person was saying, you don't understand. We are like all high. We are under, what is it? It's like we're, it's almost like we've been kidnapped by the president, the crazy guy. They feel like they really cannot do a lot. Okay, it's very dangerous over there for them. So that's where it is, and so I think the answer, Bella, let me just get cards, is that he's just gonna tell them. Okay, so what is it? He's like, money. We need the money. We need the money for it's even worse. We need the money to keep fighting, to keep killing people. Letter. I have a letter here for you. Letter. Now, interesting. The young girl. I think that means he's a mistake. It's a mistake. He's crazy. Okay, he's saying he's out of Hickey. His allies, a friend. The allies are like good people are blocked. Okay, blocked because he's sick. The good people, the people have good intentions, try to tell him something, and like, okay, money. This is the economic problems. There's some woman, because I saw actually the head of one of the banks is this woman. Interesting, guys. The young girls, it's a mistake. It's essentially part of mistake here. So we don't have money because they made a mistake. But we have there trying to tell him the answer, like, don't do it. Block. Sanctions, block, cut. Okay, for a long time. So he's not, I don't think he's gonna be like, oh, do you have an idea for me? No. Do you have an idea? No. He's like, we're going to go, Ukraine is ours, belong here after us. We're going to kill anybody who stands in the way. It's how it is, huh? It's how it is. Really. So, my God. So this is it. Is that guys? This was good today, huh? This was nice. So, exactly, friends. I'll never understand how one person can have so much power and not be rushed in. You know what's telling me that what he did is saying that in some ways it's easy. First, guys, I really there's many books I'm going to recommend to you. Oh, I have a few more things to say. I have to make a list of the books to that you can listen to that explain these things. So we're saying that, first of all, the people that are in power today are the ones that he's been friends with from the beginning. These are his old KGB friends. First of all, number one, it's always the same people. Number two is like the power that they have has everything to do with him. It's exactly like Trump. Trump gives jobs to people that are unqualified. Same with Putin, but because it's not, and one of the books I'm listening to is saying that this guy knows, he's like, he doesn't care about doing a good job in any of the positions that Putin gave him, because that doesn't matter. All Putin cares about is loyalty. So he's saying the guy knows, like, oh no, it's not about the quality of my work, it's about how loyal I am, because that's the only thing that matters. So this is it. It's the same people, and that all their power has to, it's like those people are completely incompetent. They could never do anything unless they were connected to him. So this is why, because those people, guys, they can never, no, really, they can never do anything without him. It's impossible. Okay, really. That's okay. But the last thing I wanted to, I have something else to say. Oh, so I started watching this documentary. Okay, and I did not want to watch the rest of it because it's depressing. It's on Netflix. It's about Ukraine. I forgot the name of it. I want to link it. Next time I'm going to link the documentaries, the books. So, and I forget about this, guys. It's so disgusting. So the guy, I remember Manafort. The Manafort, how he was working in Ukraine, he helped elect this corrupt guy, right? So the whole story with Ukraine is that these kids, everybody in Ukraine was so excited about joining the European Union, because I don't know if you know about this, but even in Brazil, people are like, if you have any family, like say in Italy or something like that, you can have if you can get an European passport, it's amazing because you can work anywhere. You can work in France, or now the UK is not, I don't know how long it's going to be like that for, but you could imagine being able to live anywhere in Europe. And your salaries are going to go up dramatically because the salaries are higher in the EU than like in your own country. You like for all these young kids, they have a bright future ahead of them. And then the guy decides that he tells the population that he was going to sign them up for EU. And then he turns around and says, no. So all these kids that were excited, imagine your life could change dramatically. You could suddenly like, your salary is going to be huge compared to what you're making, because the salaries over there are very low, right? Making so much money, you could work in anywhere you wanted, like in Europe. And like, for the kids, like they're okay. So it's amazing. And like suddenly like, wow, you could do anything you wanted, really. And you could study hard and you could get a job doing something really exciting. And like suddenly the door was shut and the guy lied to them. This is what I was like, boom, I got it. That's why. And I think, guys, it's bullshit. Anybody who doesn't understand that is lying. Like nobody, I'm sorry. Why? What is the point? Like it's immediate. It's not, because I think, I was telling you guys about my mom, that I'm not talking to her anymore, whatever, as about this Ukraine situation, because she is from another era where for her ideology was important. She thinks that people should be like, oh, the kids would be like, oh, but I believe in communism, whatever that is. I don't know what, like, I believe in 1960s when like we want a different world from no, they want to have a normal life, because there is no comparison between making, $200 a month and making $3,000 a month or whatever, you know what I mean? Even in the worst case scenario, their salaries would just be so much higher. So like, who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want that? Okay, show me one person who doesn't want that. Nobody. Like, so it's kind of like, this is because, guys, because that's the bottom line. It's like, of course, any person. And I was telling my mom, I was like, Zelensky is around my age group. Okay, of course I get it. Of course I get it. Of course, who doesn't want, because they want to be fighting the American capitals. Like, I'm sorry, you live in some like theoretical world, like real life is different. And younger people, they want, every young person has ambitions, to do something, to like, and it's much easier if you could be anywhere. Hello. So the fact that these people, guys, this is like maddening, that they shut down the future. This is why the document, and I didn't even need to watch, because that explained everything I needed to know. That's why you don't want to, of course, who like, if you had anybody in this group had a choice, what would you rather have? A EU passport or like a Ukrainian passport? You can just maybe go to Russia, maybe. Like, no one, like nobody, unless you're crazy and you live in like some, so, and guys, I'm sorry to say, like, how like they say that people on the extreme left, a lot of them have money. I think this is probably true because they don't understand how your life could change dramatically in simple ways, because them like, oh, but we want to have a different world of like that. It's like that world is over. It's not the 60s anymore. Okay, it's simple, guys. So this is it, because, and that's it. It's like this sense of that they're shutting the Russia is shutting their future down. You know what I mean? Like, it's not only the end of like not being this weird communist whatever situation, but that they can finally go like, oh my God, imagine you could work in Germany, France, Belgium, Portugal, anywhere you want. You can go anywhere. Huh. Oh my God, it's like, really, guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, hello. So, sorry, I had to. So this is it. This is what it explains. Okay. And the fact that this crazy guy wants to kill people because they want a better life. At the end of the day, this is it. It's not like, no, you can't, you have to like live in this limited reality, because the guy and the image, they were about to sign the contract for the EU. They like, but the guy said no, because he was, and this is the guy, the Manafort. This is the asshole that Manafort elected. Okay, this is like how, when you think about it, guys, and can I tell you, sometimes I know Manafort has a book out. I'm like, I wonder if he's going to sign his book. I want to go punch him. I guess I'll go to jail or something, but I won't spit on him. I just hate him. You know what I mean, guys? Those people are sick. How could you close the future for so many people? Okay, so I was ranting. I should go enjoy life. No, really, guys. So okay, so anyway, so this is good today. I enjoy conversations today. No, there was hope. Okay, so but we'll talk Friday. Okay, okay, and have a happy full moon today. Okay, and I'll talk to you, Jade LLR. Okay. Good night, guys. Okay. Love you. Okay. Bye.